Hi guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Like, it's so good to have so many people watching us right now.
We feel really special.
Yes. It's been such a great honor to be with you.
To do this live stream now.
Yeah. So, hi to the two people that are watching.
Thanks for joining us. We feel really excited, really happy.
Now there's 4. I hope it's not my mom.
Or someone else from the office watching us.
So thank you for watching us, and we're here to answer your questions. So please tell us what you want to know.
Or if you want to chat with us, ask us anything about our personal life, it's welcome.
We have some questions that we received on the inbox of our Facebook. However, I think it's better if we just answer the questions that are going to be live here first, and then we'll see what we can do with the other questions.
Some questions that come up with the following questions that we're going to answer.
So don't be shy.
We know you have a lot of questions.
Well, first we're going to introduce ourselves.
Yes, before starting.
My name is Aldara, and I study international relations, and I'm here working this summer in the academic department in the international programs office.
Hi guys, my name is Jonna, like this. I'm from Finland, and I'm also working here with Aldara and Majo in the academic department.
And hi everyone, my name is Majo, or if you have received my emails, as Maria Jose, but I rather be called Majo. I study food engineering, and I'm also working during the summer in the academic department with Jonna and Aldara. And we're like the best team.
Yes.
The academic department team.
Team CH.
Yeah.
We'll tell you later on what it means. So, guys, you can just ask the questions. You can type them, and we will explain them, and then we will go to the general information.
And remember, if you haven't sent your course selection, to do it at the latest this Friday. The offer is already completed. And if you haven't finished your application as well, remember to finish it before Friday. Okay?
Okay, guys. So, are you gonna talk? No?
Okay, then we will answer the questions we received in our Facebook page.
So, what is Semana E? Semana E is a week that we have between the 24th and the 28th of September that all tech students have to take. It's a mandatory week in which Mexican students, Majo and I, and Jonna, obviously, have to do an activity that is related to their major, or that it can not be related to your major, but you're supposed to apply everything that you learned during your class. Everything that you learned during your classes to the real world. However, for all international students, between the 24th and the 28th, you are supposed to do a trip in which you take a lot of videos and a lot of pictures, and then you're going to put it up on the. You're going to do a reflection of what you learned during that time. So that is going to count as your Semana E. Please remember that for you to do that, it's what the 1%, like it's 5% of your grade, of your final grade, and if you do not do it, you lose that 5%. So even if you get 100 in a grade in a subject specifically, you will get in the end 95 because you're missing that 5%. Hi,
we
girls.
have a question.
Yay! Hi,
Hey.
Danique. Are we saying it properly?
Danique?
Yeah.
Hi, girls. Hi, Danique.
I understand that university organizes some trips during the semester. Can you tell me something about that? Yes, totally. It's super important to know, for you to know, guys, that the university and AMI, which is Amigos Mexicanos e Internacionales, which is the students groups, are the only two that do official trips. So if you do a trip with people that are not us, we cannot guarantee, one, the quality of it, and two, we don't recommend it because we have had really bad experiences with some certain companies. So just don't do it and just go with us. We do really cool trips. So the first trip that we have planned is to Tehuacan, which is that is the IPO, the International Programs Office trip, and then you do Oaxaca, which is breathtaking, and Hierve el Agua. However, as a student group, our first week before classes, we do an integration trip. It's to San Miguel Allende, which has been named the most beautiful city in the world for the last 3 years. And it's breathtaking. And this year, we're upping our game so bad, and it's going to be so good. And you shouldn't miss it for the world. Then we do a trip to a vineyard called Freixenet, which is one of the biggest here in Querétaro and one of the most famous. And then we do a trip to Six Flags. We just opened a new ride, which is the Wonder Woman roller coaster, so you shouldn't miss it either for the world. So what we're going to do now is, after the webinar is done, we're going to send you an email with all this information so you can pre-register to those trips, to the AMI trips. And on the orientation day, you're going to be able to pay them. So please bear in mind that on the first day, you should bring cash because they run out super fast. We have limited seatings in the trips. So just don't miss them. It's a perfect opportunity for you to meet other international students, especially to meet Mexicans. So do that. And also apply to the Big Brother program. I think, Jonah, do you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, well, when I was doing my hobbies about the languages you want to learn, languages you speak, and the Mexicans have the same application here in the school, and then we are going to make a match from your application to a Mexican application, and you are going to have a big sister or a big brother for the semester, and you will have the contact already before you arrive, so you can get in touch with your brother or sister, and they will help you like with any kind of questions you might have before arriving. When you arrive, they will show you places in Mexico, in Querétaro, and they might invite you to eat with their families, to go out with their friends. So it's super cool. And it's a best way to get to know the Mexican students in the beginning because you very easily get like not stuck, but you spend a lot of time with internationals. But since you have the big brother or sister, you will be able to get to know the Mexican culture really fast.
Hi, Nicolas Berger. I'm so sorry. You must be German, so I'm assuming so. So you will teach me how to say your name properly when you come. But the orientation days are key, and you shouldn't miss it at all. Like, I think students that miss orientation days really have sometimes like a bit of a hard time to catch up because it's so fundamental. It's the days where we explain everything that is related to school. Like, we explain absences, grading system, how to get into Blackboard, all the trips that we have, we sell them that day. Obviously, we sell them throughout the semester as well, but we cannot assure you we'll get a seating if you don't buy it that day.
Also, we go like through all the important legal issues, and we have the lawyer there to help you with any issues you might have that day, like if you need visa or if you need help with your housing, your contracts or anything, he will be there as well.
You do not need to sign up for those days. It's like we give you a welcome package and it's included like on what you're paying. And if you are an independent student, and it's included on your fee from your university, if you're an exchange student, it's just the 2nd and the 3rd of August, and you shouldn't miss it for the work. We're expecting all 300 of you. and it's gonna be super fun. It's like a 2-hour stand-up comedy,
Yeah.
basically, but with good information and information that
Yes.
saves lives. We have Jane. I think we emailed Jane, didn't
Jana?
we?
Jana.
Jana. We
Yes,
emailed
we
Jana.
emailed Jana.
Hola, Jana.
We had email from you like last week, I think.
Also from Danik. Danik.
Yes.
Yes, I like these. Hi there. Do you have any experience tips for making international transactions as smooth as possible? For example, via transfer-wise, especially regarding rental fee transfers. Jana is the person to answer this question.
I have not been making international transactions here, and for like rent and everything, like, well, I don't know if you are referring with the question like that you are renting a department now and somebody's asking for you to pay. But if that's the case, don't pay anything beforehand. Like before coming here, don't accept to pay anything. And normally the persons who rent the department should understand that. If they don't, it's not worth it, and you will find an apartment that you can pay once you arrive. Some friends, like for if you need in any other cases to use the international transactions, have used the Western Union.
Yeah.
And I think it's the cheapest one. But also, like here, if you pay the rent here on the campus, when you take cash from the ATM, it's only like the ATM only takes like €1, $1. So it's quite cheap to take out cash, and it's very safe here to take out cash. So I have always paid my rent in cash here. Okay. Next one. Is there any place I can eat elote around university?
Yes! There's one guy that sells elote, but in here we eat elote like the complete corn, or we can eat elote on esquite on a cup. But it's
or
just the
elotes if you're from Tamaulipas.
how is it called? The grain? No. Okay, we had the grain of the elote. So you eat it with salsa and cheese and cream and lemon. Mayo. Why did I say cream? Okay, mayo, and it's super good. I don't know how to say your name. So if you write it here, like on the comments and messages, once you arrive to Querétaro, I will take you to eat elote. If you want.
And we don't mean this in a stalkerish way.
No, it's like you should live this experience of going and eat elote once you arrive to Querétaro or to Mexico. It's like a must thing to do.
Okay, Victoire
Jensen.
Maybe it's like victory. I don't know. When do we receive the results of our Spanish test? Thank you. You should receive it between this week and the next one.
Yeah.
It's just they're grading it. There's a lot of students coming, almost 300 of you. So
and 2 teachers.
And not like just bear with us, guys, but it's gonna be ready before inscriptions. So we know you're gonna be able to take this class in Spanish or not. Do we need to sign?
Need to sign up for the orientation days. No, you don't need to sign up for the orientation days, but we, of course, we are expecting that all of you attend. And if you are not able to attend, it would be good to inform us, because then we need to give you all the stuff that we give to the students later. But we are expecting all of you to come. That's why we do not need you to sign up.
Nina Baldwin. Hi, sorry if you already answered. I have very bad connection. What is the official arrival date in Querétaro, and should we arrange transportation from the airport with our host families? The official arrival date is the 1st of August. So I recommend you get here between the 30th or the 1st, and you stay like in an Airbnb or in a small hotel. There's a hotel right here called Hotel Casa Cayala. We're gonna type it. Hotel Casa Cayala and Hampton Inn. If you want to stay like days before the orientation day. However, since you're in a host family, you will go directly from the airport to your host family, and you do need to arrange, if I'm not mistaken, airport for the host family. But some host families offer to pick you up. Some host families offer to pick you up here. Like if you take there's a bus directly from the Mexico City airport to the bus station here, and sometimes families can pick you up at the bus station. So it really depends on what you agree with your family previously, but host families are super nice, and we're really happy that you're staying with one.
Yes. If you still are interested in joining a host family, also send us an email so we can
direct you to the correct person.
Yeah. It's a super cool program, because instead of looking for apartment or having trouble with, I don't know, the contracts and everything, you have a host family, you feel like home, you get in touch with people.
And you have the best food ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Authentic Mexican food.
So if I were you, I would do that.
Yes.
Is it free for international students having an access to sport complex?
Yes.
Yes. Here in Tech, we have cultural and sports activities. I don't know how many activities we have.
We have like
100. Yeah, 100
activities between cultural and sports.
But once you arrive to the orientation day, we'll explain you more about how to enroll to those activities, and
you can use the gym whenever you want.
Also we have swimming pool for practice swimming, and the gym, which is super cool, super big, and
tennis courts as well.
Basketball courts. Yeah. We have a lot of good facilities in here.
You're coming to the best private university in Mexico, boys and girls.
So if you are interested in enrolling to some classes, we'll explain it. We'll explain you more during the orientation day. But there's no price for you to extra price for you to participate in these activities.
How much Mexican pesos do you guys recommend to bring along from Europe before arriving?
Not a lot. Especially because you're going to be able to... I mean, I don't know how Jonah would recommend it.
I came with... like 50 euros in pesos or 100 euros in pesos for anything when you arrive, because basically... if you take a bus from the airport to Querétaro, you can pay with card. They accept, I have never had any problem with my cards here. And then when you arrive to the campus, the first days for the orientation, you can take out cash here, and it's super safe and it's cheap here. And I think if you change the money in Europe, the exchange rate is always worse in the banks and stuff. So not too many.
It's better arriving to airport.
All of my international friends have had the experience. It's better to just take out a big sum of money at the ATM.
Yeah.
And you pay 30 pesos of admission. 30 pesos, I think it's €1.2. Yeah. So guys, don't get robbed. Just do it here. Or dollars. Dollars are good. It's good to come to this country right now.
Yes.
Okay. Do we need a student visa if we're staying?
Do you have some student association where students organize activity, sports, or other things like that? Well, we have the classes, the cultural and sports classes, and there's also a soccer tournament that
we won.
International students created a team. So they played against Mexican students that also created their teams, and the international students team won second place.
Yes.
Yeah. So
you were the semi-finalists.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what do you mean about
And we have student associations that do trips like us.
Yeah. So if you want to help us, you are very welcome to join AMI. And
or if you want to just participate, you're very welcome to go to the trips.
But there are a lot of sport classes and also cultural classes that you can take, salsa classes or different dance classes. You can play guitar. You can take photography classes.
PRX.
Magic as well.
We have magic classes in here. Also, we have makeup classes, how to to get really pretty hair done. Yeah, it's super cool. We have tons and tons of cultural and sports activities.
Yes.
So, Nina, here. Do we need a student visa if we are staying just for the August-December semester?
No.
Normally you don't. There are some countries that require the visa, but normally no, you don't need it. And if you would need it, your school
We'll tell
must,
you.
yeah, and they must have already notified you.
Yeah. What most international students do is they come to Mexico, they stay for 180 days, and after that happens, they leave the country and then come back, or yeah. So if you're
or go away.
No. So if you're planning to come without a visa, you have 180 days. So we recommend you to go to the US or to Guatemala, which are like the closest countries to Mexico. And then you come back here and then you have another 180 days to stay here as like a tourist. So if you're coming for August, December, and January, May, you have to get a visa. But it's not necessary if you are just coming for August, December.
What cultural activities will take over? We just answered that. Is there any humanitarian volunteer missing? Actually, AMI. Us.
We repeat what AMI is in case
AMI is Amigos Mexicanos Internacionales, which is
Mexican and international friends.
And we're very excited to have you guys here. And we do trips. But this semester, we're doing a lot more humanitarian aid and volunteering work. We're working with a migrant house. Right now, it was a migrant shelter, so we have some activities planned for you. And there's, we're doing some urban intervention, and we're going to paint a colony, like one of the lowest income colonies here in Querétaro, and we're going to paint them. And it's like an urban intervention, and it dignifies where people live. It reduces violence. There's studies about it. So we're really happy that this semester we have like a very holistic outlook on things.
Yes.
So we have trips, we have activities, and we have like really good work for our community. So we hope that you can join us because we're super privileged. You guys are very privileged to be able to come here and to know this amazing city and to travel. So I think it's very important to give back to the community.
And I think it's part of the experience because most of the times we visit another country and we just like see we don't see how real life works in Mexico or in other countries. In Mexico, we have like different social classes. And I think part of the experience is get to know the whole social classes we have in Mexico. And we went. What are you laughing?
I'm sorry.
Okay, wait. So this summer, there was also some international students coming to Querétaro, and we visit the migrant shelter. And like international students were really shocked, and they really enjoyed helping and giving back to these people that, of course, they don't have the same opportunities as us. But okay, join our activities. It will be super cool.
Sophie Stoll is here.
So who's next?
Are there restaurants in the campus?
Really spicy. we have not. They're not restaurants. I wouldn't call them restaurants.
Kind of fast food.
No.
Well, like, not like McDonald's or something like that.
But like campus food.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like it's just gonna open when it's like comida corrida, which translates to fast food, but it's not what it means. It's like a 3-set course of what you would eat at home. So it's like a soup, like a main dish, and a dessert. And it's a very Mexican thing, I think. At least that's what Yes, it's very Mexican, right, Diona? And it's not too spicy. Like, I don't think so. And we have really good food. We have like salads and woks and baguettes and fruit. And I don't know.
Chilaquiles.
We have chilaquiles. Those are very spicy though. So just be careful. But food is really good around here.
Yes.
And it's not that expensive.
And if not, in front of Tech, there's a lot of restaurants, like small restaurants that you can go and eat for a really good fair price.
Yes.
Yeah. Here in campus, you eat like I would say you pay between 2 and 4 euros to eat well.
Yes, and not everything is spicy in Mexico, so Nicolas, don't worry.
Dominique, do you recommend to open a Mexican bank account? No.
Not
worth the hassle.
No.
Not worth the hassle at all.
My name is Taeyeon Lim. Am I saying it right?
Probably not.
Taejon Lim. Well, I tried my best. And another food question. How about taquito? Is there any restaurants? Guys, you have no idea. Like in every corner of Mexico, you'll find tacos. Like at any time of the day, you will find tacos. So Taejon Lim, don't worry. You will have tacos. Also around Tech, there are like really good tacos.
Yes.
El Chema, Vipsito, Los Gusanos, La Capilla. We have breakfast tacos, midday tacos, night tacos, and hangover tacos, and like right after the club tacos. So don't worry, you're safe here.
Yes, you'll have tacos.
And we will tell you the names of the best places once you arrive.
Yeah.
But they're like, but don't expect like a restaurant. Like street tacos.
Yeah, street tacos, yeah.
And you will get, your stomach will probably be a bit upset at first, but then
it's okay.
But it will be worth it.
You will grow a Mexican enzyme.
Yeah, probably it will happen the first or second week, but after that you will be really prepared for everything in your stomach.
Yes.
Sophie Stahl. Hola, Majo. Ayer dijeron que ya nos debería de haber llegado el correo para el examen de español. Para poder seleccionar las materias, te mando un correo, ¿me podrías pasar el link, por favor? Perdón, Sofi, si no te he contestado. Contesto en 24 horas, entonces, máximo. Entonces, yo te paso el correo de la persona que se encarga de los exámenes en español y por lo general debes de tener un nivel intermedio 2 para llevar clases en español. Pero pues al ver cómo escribes, creo que sí lo tienes, pero de todas maneras te mando el link y si ya has realizado un examen antes, también lo podemos revisar para ver si ese resultado lo tomamos en cuenta aquí, pero ahorita terminando esto, te mando esa información. Lo voy a anotar.
Nicholas, is there an ATM in the university? Yes.
We have three ATMs.
Yeah.
We have 3 ATMs at the university.
And here it's the cheapest to take out cash. Between 1 and 2 euros. Like the ATM takes the fee, so it's really convenient.
So don't worry about that.
Yes.
We have another question.
Florian, you are from France.
French. Florian,
are you from INSEC?
Are you sure? Because
Paris?
Fus has a German S. You see, that is a German S.
Florian, please tell us if you're from France and if we're saying your name correctly.
No.
Okay.
I don't
Talking about Korean name.
That is German. That is German S.
German? Oh my
I told
God.
Florian.
Florian.
Not Florian.
It's
Florian.
Fus.
Are we saying it right? Florian.
Fus.
Okay, so his question, talking about Korean names, what foreign language classes do you offer? In my university, I just started taking Korean. Yes, more or less. Sorry. I just started taking Korean classes. For example, at Tech, I only saw Spanish, basic French, and basic German.
Yes. So, like, official classes, those are the ones that we offer. However, there's a students group called IMT.
Which is like the Student Council of Mechatronics.
Well, for some reason, Mechatronics gives out, like, language classes. And they do really well. And they have, like, I think they have Korean, Italian, French. Japanese. They have a lot of classes. So even if you could take, like, an extracurricular class, and obviously it wouldn't transform to credits for you. But I think there's the ability. And if not, we have a lot of people from Korea that come. And I think AMI wants to do at some point like a way that we can pair people to learn the languages that we offer here. So I think as long as you make really good friends, and if not, we can point you out to the right directions for you to get the information.
Yes.
Is it possible to do bike in the city or too dangerous?
It's possible now.
Yeah.
They just put like a bike line.
Like that you have
streets.
the stations in different places in the city, and you grab the bike somewhere and you
use it and then leave it there. Also in front of Tech, we have a bike station, so you can like rent. Well, it's not like a renting thing. You have to subscribe and leave your credit card, and with that you create your account. And so yeah, in front of Tech there's like a bike station, so you can use it. It's called Crobici. So, but once you arrive, we can help you with more information and help you to create your account. It's not dangerous, but you have to be really careful. Yeah. So, Stephanie Hoffman. Hi, Stephanie. Do we need to bring any specific equipment for our classes? Laptop?
Yes.
Laptop, yeah.
Guys, when just yes, we're super excited that you guys are coming, but just also bear in mind that you're coming to take a class to one of the it seems repetitive, to the best private university in the country, and you will have homework and you will be expected to do a lot of academic things. So do bring your laptop. I mean, as Tech, we have laptops that we rent out. I mean, rent out as long as you have your student ID, because we don't charge you for it. But the library closes at some point, so at night you will not be able to work. So just those small details. So I would totally recommend for you to bring your laptop in the very least.
Yeah.
Which housing areas do you prefer personally? Pirules, Las Lomas, or outside of Frac? Who wants to answer that?
I wouldn't even I think Pirules is better than Las Lomas.
I lived in La Loma.
And what was your experience, Emma?
It's good. The only thing there, the air, it's super nice because there are a lot of international students. The only thing is that before entering the private area, there is one street that during the night you cannot walk because there is nobody. So it's not safe to walk in that street. So if you want to go out of the private area, during the nighttime when it's dark, you always have to take an Uber. So,
but Ubers are also very cheap.
Yes.
Here. Yeah, but I think it's common sense. I mean, I wouldn't walk at 3 a.m. nowhere.
Yeah, but
I'm Mexican, so but Jana is European.
But yeah, close to Tech, I think it is very convenient to live close to the campus if you find an apartment, because if you live very far away, you always have to take an Uber. It takes a long time to come here.
And sometimes traffic is crazy.
Yes.
You get it.
It can get really bad.
We're growing, so.
Yeah. Nina, will we need to buy books for our classes, and are they really expensive if we do?
What are you studying, Nina? I think it depends.
Yeah, it depends. But we have a really cool library. You can rent all the books. All the books from classes, for example, in my case, they are available at the library. So if we need it.
She's taking Spanish classes.
No, you don't. You don't need books.
But all Spanish classes, you mean you're taking classes to learn Spanish, or you're taking classes in Spanish?
To improve, But I think there's no need of buying books.
I study international relations, and I do spend some money on copies, but 200 pesos in copies.
Yeah.
But that's what, euros?
10 euros.
But I think Nina is from and it's the same currency now.
And
$10 US.
Yeah, and they also sometimes when you need material from
you're
the
not
book,
gonna need books. Literature. If you take a literature class, they will make you buy a book, most likely, but books are around 200 pesos, which is
$10
or 10 euros.
Yeah.
So you're good.
Yeah, and if you need a book regarding your class, you can get it from the library.
Yeah.
Nothing like in the US or Europe that you have to buy 100 euro books. No.
And mostly, most of the documents you will be needing are PDF documents.
We're trying to be green,
eco-friendly.
Yes, so we're leaning towards that now, guys.
Cassidy.
You're welcome, Nina.
Which method of transportation would you recommend to use when traveling between my homestay and university?
It depends where you're living.
Yeah,
I think.
There are
bus walks.
Yeah, I walk 25 minutes every day to the campus and then back home, and it's the routes are good to walk, so it's safe. Also, the bus routes are now Bus routes are now like improving, and they're improving all the public transportation system. So I know a lot of students who also use the bus, the bikes as well. And well, I also sometimes when I'm lazy, I use Uber because it's really like I walk 25 minutes, and if I take Uber, it's like 30 pesos, which is like $1.5 or euros. So it's quite cheap.
Staying in Arboledas.
¿Dónde está Arboledas?
Enfrente de mi casa, o sea, el bulevar es enfrente.
Hay muchos familias anfitriones.
Yeah, there's many students that live there, so if you want to walk, it's not that far. But if you want to ride a bike or use Uber or public transportation.
I don't know the routes exactly.
But there's public transportation from Arboledas to.
But Arboledas is like 10 minutes from my home, maybe walking.
Yeah.
So it would be walking like 35 minutes. But also if you share an apartment like with other students, you can always basically take Uber, because if you share it, for example, with 2 persons, it's super cheap.
And actually Arboledas is close to Tech.
Yeah.
Is there a bar or club in Tech? No. I mean, I don't know if you guys have read the rules of Tech, but we cannot drink any alcoholic beverage. You can smoke in certain areas. Obviously, you cannot do drugs at Tech either. You cannot come drunk to class. You cannot drink before class. Like, there's no alcohol going on within Tech.
Yeah.
But don't worry, in the city, there are good bars and clubs.
Hey everybody, would you recommend living close to campus? Did you hear about the housing option Intégrate?
Viene 007. It seems like it's leaked here. We wouldn't recommend you to do that housing option. We have had
many issues
with them. Like with the company itself. Jonah, I don't know if you want to share some like experiences that other international students have lived.
Yeah, for example, one friend was living in an apartment of Intégrate, and like the apartment was not in a good shape, and she started to have some health issues. So she said like, I have to move out because really for the healthy issues, I cannot stay in the house. And they were not willing to like give her deposit back, even though it was a real reason to go out, and they were not letting her go from the apartment, and they neither did not like offer to fix the apartment, so it was like good to live in. And also two students from the last semester, they arrived to the apartment, and it was like it had not been cleaned like after the past, like the persons living there before. So basically they arrived to a mess after an after party. So you can imagine how the apartment looked like. And those are just some issues. I have heard a lot of stories. So please do not do that.
Yeah.
We have heard also about they rent the houses and then they sub-rent it to you. And when you pay Intégrate, but they don't pay to the housing. Like, these are just some
cases.
Bad
we
stories.
Don't have nothing to do with outside organizations like Intégrate. Like, we don't
Intégrate, Hangout, Conexión, any of those companies. If they contact you guys, just stay away from them.
Eventually they will contact you. That's for sure.
Yeah, they will contact you by Facebook because like they know the student, like they know the names of the students coming, and they start to contact you. I think they have even already contacted you, and they offer you housing.
Obviously.
Yeah. So just ignore those persons, because like really with them, even though they seem super friendly and everything, but they are super unprofessional. Like they don't really know, they don't have an idea what they are doing. So you just can get into troubles with them.
Yeah, guys. I mean, basically, Jonah hasn't had a good experience because she has heard it from an international student, and we as Mexicans have had not a good experience. Since we do a lot of trips for you, we have like when you come on a trip with us, we have a paramedic. We have an emergency kit. We have like an emergency phone number. We have a lawyer, like that is aware that we're leaving the States. We have like someone that is always with us. We have like the bus is a contract, like a super safe contract. We do everything on time, and everything is, we try to do it as best as possible. And we have not had a good experience with them.
Mhm.
Neither our students. So that's why we recommend our trips, because it's us, like we are a part of this institution. And actually in the tech rules that you cannot take part of activity, like like you cannot as a student take part of activities that like students, no, like organizations that promote
This
the
kind of
behavior.
yeah. And I think like the main difference is that we organize trips for you guys to get to know Mexico and to have fun. Like we don't
profit from
we don't
you.
profit from you like other organizations do. I think like basically that's the big difference.
Mhm.
And of course you can see the quality of the things when you want to show something that when you want to win or earn money from someone else. But now let's change of topic. That's
Yeah.
our opinion. And yeah.
Hey, I just arrived, so maybe you already answered this question. Is Mexico as dangerous as we can hear?
No.
You have the fortune to be in Querétaro. In Querétaro, you don't see things compared to the north of Mexico or other states. Querétaro is really safe, but of course you have to take some precautions.
Yeah.
I would say I have been living here now for 1.5 years, and nothing has happened to me. And like you have to have the common sense. Like, of course, you are not, like Aldana said, you are not going to walk at 3 a.m. on the street, like
When no one's there.
yeah. But like normally when you are living the basic life, there is nothing that you have to be worried about all the time, like that something is going to happen or you are going to see something really ugly. No, like, well, I can say it because I have been also living here and I'm not Mexican. So from like an international student perspective, it's not.
How far is Las Colinas del Parque? Colinas del Parque es donde fuimos, ¿no?
Sí,
Allá a
allá.
dejar el dinero.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that far.
We're doing Google Maps
Yeah.
right now.
It's like we were talking about Arboledas, and it's like a little bit far away from Arboledas. Like I think walking it is more or less like 1 hour, but I just talked with one host mom yesterday who lives there, and the bus routes are really good there. So
Yeah.
it's really easy to take the bus from there to the school and also to go back by bus.
It's the distance between Colinas del Parque and Tech. It's 3.8 kilometers
Yes.
So 51 minutes
walking.
And Viene 007.
I could have been.
So what do you recommend to find houses?
We have a housing blog, actually. The office does. Jonna's gonna put the link
Yes.
now because she's super reliable. But we have the host family program, and then we have the housing program, like the housing blog, in which we offer houses in which we have worked with realtors before. And like basically the people that are there are people that we have worked with in the past, and we have had really good experiences with them. And I think it's a good option.
Yeah. And because those apartments that we offer are, as Aldana said, reliable. I mean, there's like previous investigation in the pictures and everything to make sure that what we are offering you is like true. Or
Yeah, I mean, Tech is not like in charge of those apartments.
Mhm.
Neither is the office,
Mhm.
but it's people that we have worked like in the past. And if, for example, a student has a bad experience with them, we just delete them from
Yeah.
the blog.
Yes.
So we're always taking care of you guys.
I could have used this information 1 week ago. Mm.
Sorry. Here, what is the problem with housing companies like Hangout? So I think
I mean, to start with, they're not a housing company.
Yes.
no.
So I don't know what they told you. But they're like a company that does trips and parties, and they do housing as well, but they're not like a main housing company.
Mm-hmm.
There's just an organization that tries to profit with, it may sound mean or bad, but it's the truth. They try to profit with international students. So
And
that's just basically it.
as we said, I think you were not online, maybe, but the thing is that the contracts normally are not like, they are not well made, and they are not professional. So, if there is a problem with apartment, they don't take care of the problem. They don't care because you already have the contract, and they make you stay in the apartment. So basically, they just want the money. Like once you are there, they don't care about you, that you are in their apartment.
And it's like, the thing is that, for example, this is like an opinion that we have as, because we're students, like we do work for the IPO, but we're also students here, and it's what we have seen. So it's just, I mean, Jonah has the first-hand experiences because she's an international student. No, but like, just, we wouldn't recommend it at all. And it's very important that you know that tech is not in no way related to them.
Yeah.
Booked accommodation with internet, they could have been good to know it earlier. We have some people working in the office who are in charge of housing. So guys, if you have any question regarding housing or any other doubt, we are here. We answer our emails, and
also
next time
we have a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you haven't paid anything yet, you don't have to go to those
places.
Yeah, you can still change. Like if you haven't paid anything, and we are going to
give the contact.
Yeah, contact of the lawyer as well, and you can send a contract and ask, like, if you have just talked about renting an apartment with them, you can still like just not go there.
Yeah, usually we don't recommend anyone that asks you to pay beforehand. Like, even if it's not like a company, it's usually better, I think, to see the apartments first-handed. And if they can hold you up, you can say, like, okay, I really want this apartment, but it's really, like, transferring money internationally is really expensive. So just wait for me, and if I like it, I'm going to pay it as soon as I see it. So I think that has worked with students in the past.
Yeah, here. What are your favorite places in Mexico that cannot be missed while traveling?
San Miguel.
That's a difficult question. Yeah.
Yeah, there are so many.
Teotihuacan.
Oaxaca.
Yerbelagua. I think also like a vineyard. We're in the route of cheese and wine.
Yeah.
So like you have to go to a Querétaro vineyard. And I think also Mexico City, it's a must. I mean, it's amazing how 13 million people live in one city. I mean, Jonah in Finland has 5 million people. So imagine that. So it's like Finland twice.
Yeah.
And almost 3 times. So that's crazy.
La Huasteca as well. We don't have like an organized trip, but there are like the company with which we organize sometimes the trips, they organize trips as well. There, it's super beautiful. It's like
and a very reliable company.
Yes, and it's like jumping waterfalls and crafting.
Yeah,
drafting,
drafting,
and stuff like that. It's super incredible.
It's an amazing experience, really, guys. If you want to see, you can check the pictures from Huasteca trip in our Facebook page. Studying Mexico, Querétaro, and you will be amazed by watching those pictures. So I think Huasteca is a most. Also, my favorite state in Mexico is Yucatan. It's where Chichen Itza is. So if you have the opportunity of traveling, I recommend you to go to Teotihuacan. It's kind of far, but still, you have to go.
Domestic flights Mexico, you reliable on time? Yes.
Yeah.
I have never had a delay on my flights here.
I think I have had, but usually like a 10-15 minutes delay.
Yeah.
Not some. I have had worse delays in Europe than in Mexico. So I wouldn't see, like, there's some companies that do a lot of like delays, like Viva Aerobus.
Viva Aerobus, yeah.
Viva Aerobus, I think, is a company in Mexico that does more delays. but all the other ones are pretty
All
good.
on time, yeah.
But for example, I have traveled also like 5 times, I think, with Aerobus, and I always read bad recommendations. But my flights were always on time, and we normally arrived even earlier than was expected.
So yeah,
I think it depends. Like, it's just luck.
Yes.
and usually, like, I think it's important to clarify in tech, especially, the Mexican stereotype of us being never in time does not apply. Like, we're always on time. We're super punctual. If you do not get to class on time, it counts as an absence. Like, we're hardcore on being punctual, guys. So just take that into consideration.
Okay.
Are there a lot of students that stay in Las Terrazas?
Las Teresas.
I don't know where that.
I don't know what La Teresa is.
Wait,
We are going to investigate.
Ala is going to Google it.
Yes.
So I did look at your housing block, but a lot of the listing were outdated. I read somewhere that Tech has a lawyer that can help international students with issues like this. Would I be able to contact him if my housing contract is violated?
Yes,
Yeah, totally. So as John already said, we will share with you all the information, his phone number, his email. He's super nice. He speaks English. So anything you need,
At any time.
he will help.
Yeah.
So I don't know where we're going to post his information in the Facebook.
The Facebook group.
Yeah.
So in the Facebook group, we'll post all his information. So Carlos Dueñas, are you guys native from Querétaro, or what state are you guys from? Of course, it does not go to Jonah.
Jonah, what you
I'm
mean?
from Sierra.
Jonah is Mexican.
Like, she comes from La Sierra.
Actually, her name is Juana.
We just made her blonde, so you would feel related to her.
No, I was born in Tamaulipas. It's a state that it's near the border in the north of Mexico, next to Texas. But I've moved to Querétaro 7 years ago now.
Damn, girl.
Yeah. And Aldara.
I'm sorry, I'm Googling Las Teresas. I am from Guerrero. You probably heard of it. I am from Guerrero, and I was born in Acapulco, which is the most beautiful beach in Mexico. And I loved it. I've been living in Querétaro for 5 years, and I'm graduating in December. So, yeah. I also recommend you go to Acapulco, but I think that's a talk we should have in person, not in
I don't recommend you to go to Tamaulipas.
Las Teresas is a 47-minute walk, and
Where is it?
It's weird. O sea, Residencial del Parque está aquí, Las Teresas está atrás, tienen que cruzar todo esto. Ni siquiera sé cómo.
No, we don't have.
I don't know anybody who stayed there.
Yeah, in Las Teresas. No.
Yeah. No. It's a 13-minute bike ride, but. Ay, Carlos Dueñas viene de Jalisco. Hola, Carlos. Yeah. No, we don't know anything about Las Teresas. Like, we have never been there.
No.
But it's a 47-minute walk,
So,
bear that in mind.
Tara. Hi, girls. This question is for Jonah. Are you ready?
Okay, was it hard to get used to classes in Spanish? Ah, Quitos. You speak Finnish?
A ver,
That's
muy.
cool.
Moi. Suami.
So it was in the beginning, yeah, and especially because I think it depends a lot what you study. I was taking finance classes in Spanish, so like the vocabulary, of finance in Spanish was hard in the beginning. But well, the teacher did not let's say help me, slow down. But if I had doubts, like words that I didn't understand, she did help me. And in the part, we had quizzes. So if I didn't understand the question, really the question, what it said, I could ask. But of course, she didn't help me with answering. But if there were words that I didn't understand, I could ask. And you get used to it super fast because you have no option. And because on the classes, you hear it all the time. So I think it's it's a really good thing, like, to improve your Spanish. And yeah, even though it's a challenge in the beginning, but after you feel like super rock star with your Spanish when you make it.
I think that's why I recommend so much for you to live in a host family, because even if your Spanish isn't that great, after a week of living with them, you're good to go.
Yeah.
She's not Helsinki for years. Okay, well, moi.
That's cool.
Suomi,
I will see you in
Suomi.
some weeks and we can speak some Finnish.
Okay, here. Florian. I'd like to take Spanish classes. How do I know which level to take since I won't get the result of the Spanish online test soon as you said? Should I just select 2 or 3 different levels first?
I think you should email us, Florian.
Yeah, I think that will be better. And we'll make sure that you to know your level. But wait, are you?
He's German. Remember?
Yes.
You said okay. So just choose one, and we'll make sure you're correct level. So at the moment that we are enrolling the courses, we will check your actual level, and we will enroll that class for you.
Florian.
But still send us an email, please.
Florian, si te hablo en español, ¿me entiendes? Todo depende de eso. Si me puede contestar esta pregunta, sí puede llevar clases en español.
Pues sí.
Claro.
Pues estás
muy
bien,
bien.
Florian. No te preocupes, tú lleva clase en español. Bueno, vamos a checar tus resultados, pero si entiendes como que hablemos rápido y que estemos hablando en español y así, no creo que haya algún tipo de problema.
Luis Briceño. Oye, pero tú viniste al campus, ¿verdad? Y te conocí. Es que creo que sí me acuerdo. ¿Ya ven?
Jonah. Thank you guys for doing this. Very helpful.
Sí me acuerdo cuando viniste.
Luis
Pues ya nos vamos a volver a ver pronto.
¿Y por qué te pones Carlos Dueñas si tu nombre es Luis Briceño? ¿Te llamas Luis Carlos?
No, Carlos Dueñas es un autor, ¿no?
¿Te estás escondiendo?
¿Estás tratando de cambiar tu identidad?
Sí. Okay, guys, before we finish, we have 2 minutes. Does anyone have any other question?
Now or never. Well, now or tomorrow.
Yeah.
No? So I think it will be good if we repeat the official. Is it bike friendly in Querétaro? Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. As Jonah said, in Querétaro, we're kind of trying to improve the transportation. So I think 6 months ago, the government made these special lanes in the street for bikes. And there's also something called Crobici, which is like you can rent bikes, but you have to do you have to create an account and you have to work with your credit card. It's kind of not difficult, but if you want to do that, we can give you more information once you have arrived to Querétaro. And I think it's really cool. In front of Tech, there's like a bike station. So you grab a bike, go wherever you want, and then come back. So I think it's pretty cool. Is there anything I need to do to sign up for the orientation day? No,
just exist.
Just come and have fun. I think orientation day is fun.
Yes.
It's kind of tiring because you get
it's long.
It's really long. You get a lot of information, but we try to make it fun. No, thank you, gracias chicas. Voy a enviaros un mail entonces. Florian, espero tu correo.
En español.
En español,
Sí.
No en inglés.
Pero sin Google Translator, Porque si no cancela.
Yes. So we're going, if there's no more questions left, we're going to repeat the calendar.
Ya me cae bien, Florian.
So on August 1st, it's the official arrival day. And August 2nd and 3rd, we have the orientation day. August 6th, we have the first day of classes. And the official departure day will be on December 7th. So we have this calendar in our official website. So if you want to see it and check all the events we're planning, And I don't know what if you want to say something else. Oh yeah, you will be receiving right now an email right now. Like literally, we're going to end the stream, and I'm going to send this email to you guys with all the information about AMI, meaning the Big Brother program, all the trips we organize, San Miguel, the Vineyard, and Six Flags. So if you want to register now, you can do it. And yeah, be fast, guys, because as we mentioned, like we don't have many places on the trip. So you can sign, and once you have arrived to Querétaro in the orientation day, you will be able to pay those trips. So thank you, guys. Everyone, have a nice day.
Thank you, guys.
We're happy. Okay, wait. My name is Majo.
I'm Jonah.
And I'm Alara.
And see you tomorrow.
Join Majo.
Bye.